live streaming in the last 48 hours. So YouTube, FYI, there's issues. There's issues with the live streaming. SOS. Okay, we're here to have a look at Aquarius. I can't wait till we're out of shadow of Mercury direct because it's tedious. Tedious. Okay. Now, Aquarius. Let's have a look at your psychic update for the month of July. True heart, I'm telling you, media at the moment is not working. I'm telling you. We are here to do Aquarius's update. If I don't go crazy. I mean, yesterday I was live and it was like nobody was on the planet. It's like, where is everyone? Are we all suffering ascension at the moment? Mayday, mayday, SOS. Aquarius particularly could. You're missing me. I love your garden. Your garden's amazing. I'm coming over to have a herbal tea with you. Yep. We're going to sit in the garden together. Observe the beauty. Get grounded. And live the dream, hopefully, eh? We'll have a twinsy tea. Yeah, even though I need to quit. Okay, Aquarius. Now, I will say, moving into this month, you might not completely be feeling yourself. You may have a return to logic more by about the third week. Now, at the moment, yes, we did have that full moon and it was hitting your 12th house. So emotionally, you might have had a lot of dream state, maybe some psychic attacks, maybe some things breaking down in your mind that you felt were so that aren't. But there's a lot to do with your psychology at the moment that is coming up for Aquarius, but it will settle down. And thank goodness we've only really got one planet in the house of Capricorn for your zodiac sign, because it had been an emotional few years for you with all the heavy Capricorn placements. Now, this is a very enlightened state, and you may also find that you can be quite fertile by the mid-month point. So if that's something really you're not wanting to do practice safe energy. And also bear in mind that a lot of creative projects can be coming through that are brand new for you. I do feel it's important that you understand that the ascension, keep your fluid up, I would say. And for your health energy by mid-month, you can really be actually understanding where emotionally to nurture some of these projects, to create some of these themes that you can, what would the word be? You can do such, but some things need to change about. Now, in relation to other people and your emotions, you can be getting more down to their wavelength as we move away from June. You may be on people's wavelength more so. But there's going to need to be a lot of hard work to get these projects online. The beautiful thing is the new moon in Cancer is really hitting that placement for you. So be it its study, be it its work, be it it's directly getting your body in order and health and what you want your life to be. I do feel by moving beyond the new moon in Cancer, it's going to usher that energy in. You can drink lemon water to balance the yellow chakra. You can also use tourmaline and amethyst for your crown chakra and keep your fluid levels up. It's important to keep hydrated. Now, I do feel a lot of you are going to have really, really great ideas, a lot of great psychic downloads as to how to increase your self-worth. Now, that can be self-esteem. It can be your net worth financially. The ruin that you got is this. I'm going to hunt through it through the book as I'm talking. But there's a lot of ideas that you do have. You have some ideals. I don't feel you're the zodiac sign that's governed and navigated by money. It's more for your spiritual sense of the purpose of what it can do for the bigger picture. So I am seeing you guys to have some important viewpoints as to what you really want to be doing. But I think it's more the process over the actual, hey, I want to be absolutely loaded. I do feel there to be some really great financial aspects for you. But a lot of this, it's all the steps you're taking. It's going to come through how do I put it? It's almost like build it and they will come. So I feel you're in these building blocks at the moment because the South Node is in your 11th house. But it's the overall lessons, the steps, and the placing of the blocks that's really going to reap dividends by the end of the year. So please don't feel by any means there's no progress. There is. I do feel this is also going to be quite a romantic month, and you're going to see whether a person is on the same page as you, but your requirement of intimacy is going to be quite up there. If you feel that people aren't respecting or understanding you, you may be a little bit more snappy, but this can be a very, very romantic month. But you're also going to be basing on practicality. Some people may misinterpret you as an unromantic, but you are romantic, but you're showing it in a different way. So it's almost like the language of love I'm seeing coming through. I've got to find this room. It's in the book here somewhere. So apologies. Okay. The book I'm using is this. Came with the ruins. For the month of July. Swan. Oh, good old twin flame symbol. Animal, bear, constellation, Cancer. I did say that. The new moon in Cancer is hitting your 6th house. Sometimes it can be the house of hidden enemies, but generally it's us. Okay, self-fulfilling prophecies. Is this ever going to be? Do I need to leave a circumstance, a person, a place, or thing? Am I putting the energy, the love into my projects? Can I? Can't I? So it is a positive place. It is going to be a new moon. But if there had been tension in that location and you didn't feel as motivated and felt like you kept hitting walls, this is where a new beginning in this, and the proof in the pudding's coming through. Your crowning energy is joining, okay? Having that 6th house placement of responsibility on your end of the things and adhering to it. And again, you do have crown chakra, which I did say the Capricorn moon was hitting it. Could have been giving you headaches, feeling as though you can't see the hay for the clouds. That's going to ease up. And I did say pregnancy. So if you don't want to, be careful. But creative projects overall will come. And also if we haven't been doing what we had today, it could be coming back to, get us. But I'm really feeling it's more you're becoming more logical about what you're stressing over and what you're not. Constellation Cancer, color green, water and earth. Now, green is to do with manifestation of heart. At the moment, we have Mars and Leo. And Mars in Leo is hitting your relationship sector. So it's about to get spicy, Aquarius, okay? I said be careful. Nurturing, nourishment, mothering, fertility, beauty, healing, and growth. Yep. Mother Earth, spiritual growth, sustenance. So if you're second guessing yourself, please don't. Okay, it is in reverse, but it's a process you're going to go through in relation to contracts and romance. What you're moving away from is the false starts, and you're doing something correctly. But the power is on your side of the fence, how you relate to it, not how another person does. But the opportunity is going to be there in your contracts and or romance for this to change. Is clearly an auspicious ruin promising the nurturing of sustenance of a new life, fresh starts and new projects. In some circumstances, however, the appearance may be an indication of greater care needed to be taken. Reverse may warn against neglect or not being cautious and ending up with needing to buy a pram. I'm just saying. That used to be something my ex would say to my daughter. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, buy a pram. That was the parenting, okay? But this can be with your creative projects. If we are, nonchalant and it's like, yeah, I'll do that later. Yeah, it can come back and actually, catch up with us. And Saturn is returning, not Saturn. Jupiter is dipping back into Aquarius. So with that expansion, if you're wanting that, especially with your net worth, your projects, your self-esteem, don't second guess yourself, okay? Understand, love yourself. And I don't mean egoically love yourself. Love and care for yourself. Know that you are worthy of these contracts. Where you put energy in, you will reap rewards. And sometimes if you've already been really, really working hard, it's yes, come to a calm space, but logically there's always another goalpost. And it doesn't mean, hey, don't honor the goalpost that we've reached, but it's also, hey, be mindful that there's always changes, but don't go into self-fulfilling prophecies. There is a creative project coming, okay? You may be thinking that this isn't going to evolve, it's not going to grow, it's not going to flourish. You have both love and contracts coming. You have changes aboard. Yes, emotionally, there can be some things in the past that happened that you need to address now. And imbalances are going to come back into an equilibrium, but the way to do such is that self-love. Okay, loving yourself, filling your cup and knowing that nobody else can do such. But at the same time, when we are whole inside ourselves, we're able to give more of ourselves, and so is the other individual. Mercury, I'm telling you, it's messing with me today. I do feel that there's a change happening here, and some of this is predestined. And the thing is, almost like the laws of attraction, knowing anything that's meant for us is always going to come towards us. Now, for some of you, I feel that this person genuinely, you're needing someone to be a friend, someone who's going to be there for you through the good, the bad, and the ugly, that wants to make this happen, okay? We could accidentally be stuck. Now, the reason I say stuck is because I feel you could be reflecting upon a person, but there could be two energies here. Let me have a look. I got this feeling, Aquarius, what's going on here? Two cards come out. Some of you may have taken a different road or be considering taking a different road. You may be nostalgic of how the person used to be. You may be missing this person. They are directly going through a change, so you may be second-guessing yourself. I do feel for some of you, you could be looking at it like they need to change in order for this to be a success. For others of you, it may be that there are two direct people. One person maybe is more a soulmate-y energy, and the other is maybe a twin flame, but it just feels, it's sort of like you feel piggy in the middle of two scenario shifts, but you're trying to move into authenticity. Some of you were feeling that maybe a circumstance was quite difficult and you were kind of hoping that they were going to learn, but it was also you were learning through that experience as well. Some of you, this situation is going to move very, very quickly, but it is going to give you a revelation to do with what your personal truth is, but it could cause a little bit of stress and aggression. I do feel there's a change happening here, but it's going to move quickly, and it's almost... It might be that this connection is going to move really quickly, and you may have a revelation that, hey, what am I doing? And that could be good or bad. It's like, oh, wow, this is really great. But I feel there's two paths here for you, Aquarius. So, just slow down enough that you can actually see where you're going. Try not to keep too firm on it, because I do think there's a bit of a change. I also feel, looking for consistency. I do feel some of you are going to have a conversation with a person, maybe an altercation. But it's like you found something out. I don't think this is something bad. It's just, it's going to put you in a mood. I don't feel it's bad. Let me put it that way. But I do feel PV energy coming through. Oh, yeah. How many of you Aquarius is in the house? Because I've got some things to tell you here. Let's tune into this. Are there any Aquariuses in the house that are in a third-party situation? Now, the third party could be you're in two minds about what way to go. It could be that, you know, some of you are thinking about very nostalgically about somebody, but you're like, no, this is the honourable thing to do. I'm directly connected in with this individual here. I'm focusing on this. This is very interesting. I feel like you're picking something that looks more logical, you know? It looks more logical, but there is a transformation happening with this person, okay? It's almost like they're returning to innocence. And no sooner do you feel it's not going to happen, I feel it's shifting. I do feel maybe they're having to sell a home or shift or move. They're also looking at an ending of a cycle in their life and a brand new beginning. You may have a few things to say to them. I do feel it's almost like they're either picking it up on the 5D or they're picking it up directly through communication you have to them. It's a bit like, look, I am waiting forever. Like, this has got to move. But the wake-up call, I just feel this person's coming at left field. You are not expecting this. Aquarius, you're not expecting this. I do feel some of you could be hearing from a person, but you could be tense for 1 to 2 weeks, but it kind of feels like you've had enough. But there also could be a pregnancy scare. I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful. I'm going to be talking to my daughter now. Be careful, child. Choice of parenthood, eh? Yeah, there's one cycle in their life coming to an end and there's another one coming through. And I feel it's almost connecting with you too, Aquarius. You guys may be mirroring each other a little bit, but it's sort of like you're really coming to terms with the need for a brand new beginning, but you're kind of scared of how that is going to look for you and this individual. And I get the feeling that it is going in your favor. But it's almost like you're holding on to the steering wheel a little bit too tight. And it's asking you to just let go. Let go and trust it. But definitely nurture yourself. You know, don't forget who you are. Don't forget what your needs are. You know, focus on your path of your happiness and your bliss. I do feel you're really wanting people to understand you, but it's also by sitting with it and being able to communicate. I do feel this person will understand where you're coming from. What they do with that is purely up to them, but I just get this vibe that maybe somebody is... now, if this person's single or they're directly with you, there's somebody here who Mickey's about. Now, when I say Mickey about, I don't think it's your love interest. I think there's a bit of a stirrer energy here. And they're a bit flirtatious. So, and that might be something that happened in the past, and this is why it's coming up now emotionally and you're looking at it. I do feel you're just fed up of that sort of schoolyard immaturity. You see, you're wanting something a little bit more adult, something a bit more sturdy, especially, you just don't want to have to look over your shoulder. You really don't. You're tired of looking over your shoulder. You're trying to move into a happy vibration. It wasn't fun, okay? What you saw back there wasn't fun, but they definitely weren't happy with choosing that path either. Now, this person, I think through you and them, there is a wake-up call and there's a stance you're taking. And I feel it's just within your vibration, because what you're not wanting, you're like, look, I don't want any drama. If the journey is the journey is the journey. But you want a judgment made. You also want someone who's reciprocal, who's going to be working with you. And you don't want to be compartmentalized into the friendship zone. But I do feel 2 energies here. I do feel there's 2 people. But I feel this is more romantic partners for you, Aquarius. There's two people here. There's 2 paths. Path 1. Path 2. I do feel one of them is going to contact you. I do feel this could be while you're at work, or it might be somebody that you used to deal with. How do I put it? One I feel is closer than the other, but this old situation that's gone a bit stagnant is coming back to be heard. And you get that. I feel you're going to be picking in the middle. I feel you've got a choice here. There is going to be a choice. Now, the choice can be, hey, it feels two people. That's what I'll simply say. There are two paths. It could be the same person and trying to view it and to view and weigh up to make a judgment on what is going to be most successful for the connection, for you, for your future moving forward. I do feel there's a lot of planning here. But I do feel one path is moving way too quickly. And it can be that maybe emotionally you're mulling over these things a bit too quick. You need to slow down and view when it happens. Now, if this is currently happening, you need to slow down. Things are moving too quickly. You're going to have your success, but you don't want to miss things. You don't want to jump in the deep end. You want to go in slowly and assess it. And take your time, because I feel if you rush, there could be a little bit of regret through the rushing because you're going to miss something. They're just asking you to slow down because this opportunity is literally going to be handed to you. And if you're going too quick, I feel you're going to miss it. You're going to lock yourself into a circumstance and it's sort of like, and I feel when I say slow down, I'm literally talking 2-3 weeks. I'm not talking months and months ahead. This is here right now. So what is coming does feel in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's either going to be a revelation, a person coming in to communicate with you, or you directly gearing up to go in a different direction. I feel this person is coming in and you're going to have clarity of what to do. Love and light. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. If you do want to book in, you can go to the link below. Otherwise, I am live on YouTube throughout the month, as well as you get a notification on the page for the lives. I'm also going to be live in the Members Hub this Friday, so if you do want to come through and join us. And then the next week, we are live on the main page for the Twin Flame updates. Any questions? All good? Very interesting room. Strange. The next ones we'll be doing is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay? And then you'll get your moon energy updates, your romance reads, and more. And Twin Flame path. Earth, air, fire, water. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking the video. And I will see you through the week.